Right. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining our financial literacy class today. I hope we are all ready to listen and to take notes as needed. I encourage everyone to take screenshots of information that intrigues everyone all throughout the presentation. And if you have questions, please write them down and talk to the person who invited you. And why are we here? We are here today to learn something new, relearn something familiar, and unlearn something that needs changing. And what are we going to learn today? We will be discussing about an overview of financial education, particularly on financial challenges, financial concepts, and financial solutions so that we will have an idea on what financial literacy is and why is it very important for us Filipinos. And to introduce myself, my name is Mayyu Cappleman-Bajet, and I will be your host for today. And I am joined by my fellow co-hosts, Lisel and Olen, and we will share with you some of the practical and important things that we have learned in IMG. So our mission is to educate 30 million Filipino families by 2030. And we are so glad that you are here with us so we can learn together. And most of what we are about to learn today are all taken from this book entitled The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future. All right, so to give you a short introduction to financial literacy, let's define what financial literacy is. So, financial literacy is defined as the ability or our ability to understand money. So, when we are financially literate, we understand the concepts of budgeting, saving, emergency fund, investing, debt, insurance, and calculating interests. When we are financially literate, we can make smart financial decisions about our expenses, about investing, and about our retirement. When we understand, when we are financially literate, we understand the value of money management. Hence, we make good decisions to secure our own future. In other words, it is knowing how to properly manage our own money, how to allocate money for expenses, for debts, for emergencies, for investments, for future purchases, and for retirement. And financial literacy is very important because we have this common thinking that when it comes to money, the poor continue to be poor while the rich continue to become richer. However, that is the wrong idea because it is the financial literate who become rich and will continue to be rich because they understand how money works. And the key to financial literacy is by education. So that's why IMG or International Marketing Group wants to share to all of us the secrets of the wealthy because financial education is not just for the rich. Financial education is for everyone, no matter what our background is, no matter what profession we are in, no matter what our religion is or our politics are, no matter how much we earn, no matter if we are already rich or have a business, no matter what our education level is. And IMG serves as a link in connecting individuals and families to different financial tools and solutions to achieve financial security. Moreover, in IMG, we will learn that financial education is more powerful than money because money comes and goes and money is just a tool. In IMG, we will learn that we can control money instead of money controlling us. And of course, not all of us were taught about financial education back in high school or college. That's why IMG continues to spread awareness about financial education to all Filipinos worldwide. And with the guidance of our mentors, we are here to share with you the basics of financial education because we believe that anyone is capable and should be given the opportunity to change his or her life for the better. Furthermore, IMG is a community where we learn from each other. We share what we learn to other people. Plus, we never stop learning because as members of this community, we have access to all possible resources for us to learn and continue learning about money and money management. In IMG, we will learn how to make money, save money the right way, accumulate money, or how to legally double our money, or how to grow it basically. And most importantly, to protect the money that we worked hard for. So, why are these very important? It's because our future is in our hands and not on anyone else's. We will learn how to manage our own money by understanding how money works and how it will work for us. That's why IMG encourages everyone to acquire financial education, because financial education together with discipline will help us become wealthy and financially secure. Lastly, we want to share to you about financial education because of the financial challenges that all of us are facing. And to discuss these further, we have Lizelle.
Thank you, Mayyu. Hello po sa inyong lahat. So, there are four major areas of financial challenges, and the first major area is the uncertain labor market. This simply means that there is no security or assurance that our jobs will last long, lalo na po sa private sector. Wala po tayong kasiguraduhan na nandyan pa ang trabaho natin next month or next year. In addition, unti-unti na pong nagiging high-tech ang lahat. Halimbawa na lang po sa counter sa mga fast food, na instead na may isang taong nabigyan ng trabaho para doon, ay napalitan na ng mga makabagong teknolohiya. Pipindot ka na lang doon at swipe na lang ng card. That is the uncertain labor market. The second major area is low savings and high debt. This is self-explanatory, as this means we do not have enough savings, but we do have debts. Mababa ang ipon, hindi man maraming utang, pero mayroon pa ring utang. And ano pong mangyayari kung kulang ang savings natin, tapos biglang nagkaroon ng emergency, example, a medical emergency, ang tendency po nun is mangungutang ka ulit. So, patong-patong na po yung utang natin. Idagdag pa po natin yung mga masasabi nating bad spending habits that adds to having low savings and high debt. Yun po yung party now, bahala na later, or YOLO, you only live once, sinasabi, or bahala na si Batman, or yung deservation kung tawagin. Deserve ko to, kaya bibilhin ko to. So, ganun po. So, we spend our money without considering our future. And our lavish lifestyles and bad spending habits have a big impact on our retirement. So instead na worry-free ang retirement natin at nag-e-enjoy na lang tayo, nagagamit natin yung retirement money na pambayad ng utang. And this is why there are people who continue to work beyond the age of 65 in order to survive. The third major area is the high cost of education. Tuition fees increase all the time. Hindi po pwedeng ang tuition fee ngayon ay parehas next year. Kasi hindi man every year ang magtataas pa rin ang tuition fees. Malaking tulong na lang kung may scholarship, pero kasi hindi lang po 'di ba tuition fee ang gastusin ng isang estudyante. May mga extra fees pa po 'yan, like pambaon, pang-commute, pang-project at kung ano-ano pa. Hence, majority of Filipinos really need to save enough for the cost of a good education. The fourth major area is the increasing cost of living, and this is directly affected by inflation, which is beyond our control. Ano po bang inflation? Inflation is the rate at which money loses its value and the level of prices for goods and services is rising. And for 2021, the average inflation rate in the Philippines is 4.5%. So habang tumataas po ang inflation rate, bumababa ang halaga ng pera natin. Let's take our 1,000 pesos for example. Yung 1,000 po natin 10 years ago, nakakabili po tayo ng groceries na tumatagal ng 2 linggo. Samantalang ngayon, parang panglimang araw na lang siya. Parang panglimang araw na lang ang nabibili niya. So inflation affects the purchasing power of our money. Paano pa po kaya kung kulang o walang increase sa sweldo natin, ano na lang ang mabibili ng 1,000 sa mga susunod na taon or sa susunod na 10 taon? So in summary, these are the 4 major areas where most Filipinos are financially challenged. And to learn how to overcome these challenges, we have Olen to discuss the next topic.
Thank you, Liesl, and hello, everyone. Okay, so I'll just give you 30 seconds to just absorb everything that Liesl has discussed. All right? Okay. So are we settled? So now, how do we overcome the financial challenges that was discussed earlier? Of course, it is by educating ourselves. It is by learning about the financial concepts for us to further understand how money works and how it will work for us. And there are 4 financial concepts that we will be learning today. And these are saving the right way, the X-curve concept, the power of compound interest using the rule of 72, and how to build a solid financial foundation. Okay, so for us, the first concept, in general, people save money in 3 ways: the wrong way, the right way, and the abundant way, using the abundance formula. So the wrong way of saving is shown as income minus expenses equals savings. This means that when we receive our income, we spend first and save what is left. Ngayon, bakit natin sinasabing wrong formula of saving ito? Nagsasave pa rin naman. The thing is, pwede kasi tayong mawili sa pag-spend. And what if there is nothing left to save? So just imagine its implication to your retirement. Okay, so on the other hand, the right way of saving is income minus savings equals expenses. This means that we receive our income, we save first, and spend what is left. This is the right way of saving because we prioritize in setting aside money for our future selves, our future expenses, and emergencies. In short, paying ourselves first. And lastly, the abundant way of saving using the abundance formula is like the upgraded version of the right way of saving. And it is shown as income minus tithes minus savings equals expenses. And we advocate the abundance formula of saving because we strongly believe in sharing our wealth or sharing our blessings and in giving back. Tithe is the money we give to the church or an organization or maybe a charity that nurtures our spiritual growth. Thus, the formula is earn 100%, give 10% as tithes or donation or gifts, and invest 20% and live on 70% of our income. Pero pwede naman tong maiba yung mga allocation nyo kasi depende din naman sa preferences natin or sa kapasidad. And siguro kung yung iba hindi nagpa-practice ng abundance formula kasi parang hindi talaga kaya, parang ganon. So just make sure then na you are saving still the right way. Kasi that way we will be assured that we are saving money for our future selves. Okay? So let's move on to the next financial concept, which is the X-curve concept. So this states that ideally, as we grow older, our responsibility decreases and our wealth increases, as shown by these red and green curves that run to opposite directions during our lifetime. So basically, the idea here is that when we are younger, we have more responsibilities and less savings. That is why we work hard to have money. And we are less secure when we are younger because we are earning a temporary income to support permanent needs. But then as we get older, we have less responsibilities and more savings and investments. So when we retire, we say we are more secure because we are able to save and invest a portion of our money during our working years, our younger years until we get older. However, there are two questions actually that we need to consider in our lifetime. So when we are younger and fulfilling our responsibilities, what if we die too soon? Handa ba tayo dito? Sino na ngayon ang mag-aalaga sa naiwan nating pamilya? And then, when we get older, what if we live too long naman? Kaya na ba ng savings natin and investments na suportahan tayo? What if we last 20 to 30 more years? Dito ngayon papasok yung life insurance and investments and long-term healthcare. So if we die too soon, life insurance can help take care of our family because it is equivalent to instant cash that can help our family in the event something happens to us. And then if we live too long naman, investment and long-term healthcare will take care of us. So if our next questions are, how can I get life insurance? How can I start investing? Or where do I get a long-term healthcare? So please talk to the person who invited you, and they will help you with more details and information regarding this. So all right, we move on to the next concept. The power of compound interest using the rule of 72. So ano yung compound interest? It is the result of calculating the interest earned over time by adding it to the principal investment. In other words, it is interest on interest over time. And this is best described by using the rule of 72. The rule of 72 was popularized by Albert Einstein, and it is a shortcut used to estimate the number of years required to double our money at a given annual rate of return. We simply divide 72 over the interest rate. And that's how long our money doubles. So if the interest rate is 4%, then our money doubles every 18 years. For an 8% interest, our money doubles every 9 years. And for a 12% interest, our money doubles every 6 years. Easy, right? So here's an example. Let's say we are age 29 today, and we invest 100,000 pesos with 4% interest rate. So our money doubles every 18 years, right? In this case, our money will double twice and can grow to around 400,000 by the time we reach 65. However, if we invest with 8% interest, our money can grow to 1.6 million pesos at age 65. So how much more if we invest with 12% interest? It can reach around 6.4 million pesos by the time we retire. So kudos to all those who decided to start investing at a very young age, because you have the power of time to reach the maximum potential of your investments. So basically, when we invest our money, the higher the interest rate, the faster our money can double. And also keep in mind that compound interest only works best when investing for the long term, and that is around 20 to 40 years. So here's another example, but we won't go into details with this one, so you can just take a screenshot and review it later. So when we consistently invest money, even if it's just 1,000 pesos per month, and so long as it is invested with high interest rate, such as 12% in this example, we can accumulate enough money when we reach age 65 to have at least a comfortable retirement. So why is learning about compound interest very important? In this example, we can clearly see the big difference between money saved versus money invested. If we save 1,000 pesos every month for 40 years in a savings account in the bank, the total sum is just around 480,000 pesos. And with inflation, its value can even be lower. Why? It is because most banks will only give us 1% annual interest or even less. The key point here is the interest in savings accounts is too low to offset inflation and increasing taxes. Okay, and that's why in ING, we are encouraged to learn and understand about compound interest and investing in the stock market. Because it is through investing in the stock market where we can get 8 to 12% average interest rates on our investments. And remember, we invest our money so it can grow a lot more for our long-term goals, such as a retirement fund, to buy a house or a car, and to pay for our kids' education, among others. And we can invest in two ways. There is the hard way and the easy way. So take your pick. Siguro napabuntong hininga yung iba. Buti na lang may easy way. So for beginners like me, we can start with the easy way, which is through indirect investing. And indirect investing is investing in mutual funds. We say it's the easy way because there are fund managers who will do the investing for us. And we can already start investing with just 1,000 pesos. So ngayon, paano ba nag-work ang mutual fund? So a mutual fund is actually a company composed of many big companies. Ang gagawin lang natin is to open an account, we deposit our money, and then let the fund managers invest our money in these big companies. Ang kailangan lang natin gawin is to keep adding more sa account, mutual fund account natin. The returns or gains that we receive from our investment depends on how much we invested and how much the big companies have profited from their businesses. So in short, while the big companies earn, we also earn through our mutual fund investment. And as you know, here in ING, we also have free classes or webinars on mutual funds investing if you're interested to attend. And if you are interested in opening a mutual fund account to start investing, please talk to the person who invited you after this class. And para maturuan kayo kung paano. Okay, but before we invest our money in mutual funds, let us first understand the concept of building a solid financial foundation. A strong and solid financial foundation will provide us with the peace of mind that we need because these are the building blocks towards financial security or financial stability. And we need to understand that in order to achieve financial security, we should correctly start somewhere, right? And we need to properly build our financial foundation so that when there are challenges or problems that we encounter, such as illnesses, unemployment, emergencies, crisis, or even pandemics, we still have that financial security, that peace of mind. So what is the meaning then of financial security? So ibig sabihin nito is, it means having enough money to cover expenses, emergencies, and retirement without the fear of running out. And so basing on our financial foundation, we can be financially secure when we have proper health care because we have health insurance to help us pay for our hospital bills when we get sick. And we can be financially secure when we have life insurance because if we die too soon, our family who are depending on our income will be taken care of. And also, we can be financially secure when we paid all our debts because we no longer have that extra expense, meaning we'll have more for savings and investments. And we can be financially secure when we have an emergency fund because we are prepared for any financial situation. And finally, we can be financially secure when we have savings and investments because when we retire and when we live too long, we have enough money to support us. That is financial security. And how do we start building a solid financial foundation? In this next slide, we can see the action plans that we need to do to start building our financial foundation. So when we build a strong financial foundation, we will be provided with a well-established financial house, which means a financially secured family. So to learn more about each block of the financial foundation, you may get this information from the person who invited you. So please don't forget to get in touch with them after this class. Okay, so let me just give you a rundown of these action plans. So for proper healthcare, we get the short-term healthcare during our working years and start long-term healthcare plan for our retirement years. And then for life insurance, we get the minimum coverage by computing our annual or yearly income times 10 years. And of course, we need to live below our means to avoid overspending and increase our cash flow so that we can manage to pay all our debts. Okay, and also we need to set aside an emergency fund, which is 12 times our monthly expenses. And lastly, we need to build up our retirement fund by computing our annual or yearly income by 20 years. And we can achieve our retirement fund goal by investing in mutual funds and long-term healthcare. So siguro yung iba nagtatanong na, nag-iisip na ng mga tanong na, parang ang hirap naman simulan, parang ang dami-dami sabay-sabay. But don't worry, because we can focus on the first 3 major financial needs, which are proper healthcare, life insurance, and savings and investments. So why is that? So if you remember this slide from the X-curve concept, looks familiar ba? Siguro sabi, ay wala naman si Iron Man at si Captain America sa unang slide. But the point here is, we need to prioritize the 2 what-ifs in our lives. What if we die too soon? And what if we live too long? Okay? So I hope you were able to grasp what we are trying to share with you here. And at this point, I'm giving back the mic to Mayyu to share the financial solutions for us to start building our solid financial foundation.
All right, thank you very much, Olen. Naririnig po ba? Can you please give me a thumbs up? If naririnig po ba ako? All right, thank you very much. Ayan. So, thank you very much to Olen and Liesel for sharing us about financial challenges and the financial concepts that we need to learn in order to understand how money works. So, as mentioned earlier, IMG connects us to different financial tools and solutions. Hence, IMG partnered with several trusted companies that will offer us the right insurance and investment opportunities. And one of IMG's partner companies that will help us start building our financial foundation is Kaiser International. So Kaiser International is the only company in the Philippines that offers long-term health care, and that is coupled with life insurance and investment. So in this program, we do not need to save separately for health insurance or health care, another for insurance, and another for investment. That's why it's called a 3-in-1 program, because with just one saving, we can already save for these 3. So we have healthcare to pay for our hospital bills and as an HMO during our retirement years. We have life insurance to protect our family if we die too soon, and we have investment to provide income that we need when we retire and if we live too long. So the Kaiser Ultimate Health Builder, or simply the Kaiser plan, is a long-term healthcare plan that we save for just 7 years and it matures in 20 years. And we have several plans that we can choose from based on age and preference. So in this example, in our slide, it is for the Kaiser K100 plan with a total contract price of 411,750 pesos, which we can pay either monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annually, or a one-time payment of or spot cash. So take note that there's also an annual policy fee of 500 pesos. So we don't have to discuss all the details about the Kaiser plan today because it might be overwhelming and you might end up with information overload. So I'll suggest that you take a screenshot of this slide and discuss it with your inviter. Okay? Just take note of 3 items. 1, the Kaiser plan is payable in just 7 years. 2, we get healthcare benefits and insurance coverage all throughout the 20-year period. 3, if we get the Kaiser K100 plan and if we did not withdraw the money or a portion of it during the 20-year period, our savings of 411,750 pesos for 7 years can grow to as much as 1.2 million pesos. So the main point here is that the Kaiser Healthcare Program is a health fund for when we get sick, but if we remain healthy, it becomes a savings and investment fund. Okay? And aside from Kaiser International, here is a list of some of IMG's partner companies per category, providing healthcare, life insurance, investment, and other financial products and services. And with these partnerships, IMG is able to provide its members with 62 exclusive benefits that will help us in saving money and build wealth. So, since madami ito, allow me then to summarize these benefits in a few slides. So first and foremost, we have unlimited free financial seminars, financial trainings and workshops, financial checkups and classes, as of course, this is IMG's ultimate mission, financial education. In IMG, we also receive free gifts. We have access to healthcare and discounted medical services. We have access to discounted insurance products, investment, and discounted financial products and services. We also have access to asset preservation, legal assistance, memorial services, and auto program. In IMG, we can receive rewards such as traveling the world for free. We have world-class recognition and we can qualify for free HMO coverage. Further, IMG is also providing its members with informative materials and online tools to support us in our online businesses. And we have free or discounted classes and trainings to learn these online system. And of course, IMG is not forgetting our international members, our OFWs, and those with international codes. So IMG provides worldwide protection and benefits. And lastly, in IMG, we can earn extra income via the business ownership program so that we can increase our cash flow, and this can be the start of our own business career as a financial educator. So if we want to get more information on these exclusive benefits that we can get in IMG, let's talk to the person who invited us for more details. Or we can simply be part of the IMG family. And to become a member, we have 2 options. We have the basic membership and the associate membership. And this is a one-time payment lifetime membership with annual accreditation. So the basic membership is 6,000 pesos for Philippine-based members, and the associate membership is 6,000 pesos plus the first month's payment of the Kaiser plan that we get. So for example, If we decided to get the K100 plan, we pay the initial payment of 12,382 pesos. And this table shows the breakdown of the fees that we are going to pay. So we can also take a screenshot of this slide and discuss with our inviter about the different Kaiser plans that will suit our needs accordingly. Okay? So we encourage everyone to be part of our IMG family because we believe that this community will inspire you and motivate you to achieve financial success because we have been inspired and motivated here. When members of our community save and invest and achieve financial success, we are inspired to save and invest as well because the opposite will happen. When we surround ourselves with people who are spenders, we will most likely spend more than we earn. So let's make IMG our money community, our money tribe that will help us overcome the financial challenges and help us achieve financial security. Our overall mission is to convert people from being spenders to savers. And in IMG, we all start as savers and we can become an advocate, an educator, and an entrepreneur. So I congratulate everyone, especially the first-time guests, for taking the first step towards achieving financial independence by being here today. We are also encouraging all our guests to invite your family and friends who can benefit from these learnings. As of today, we are able to reach 4.1 million Filipino families around the globe. So let's all share the mission and grow our financially educated community. Remember that financial independence is not a dream, it is a decision to make. So don't just dream about financial security, make it happen. And why not start our journey towards financial freedom with IMG? So for your questions, I suggest that in the next 20 minutes, let's meet with our inviters for further clarification and to get access to other IMG classes. So thank you everyone for investing your time with us today. I hope everyone learned something new, relearned something familiar, and unlearned something that needs changing. Thank you everyone, and let's make it a